Where will Bitcoin go? Hello, people. I'm the Naked Trader, and today I will analyze Bitcoin Icon USDT, also known as ICX, Domino's Pizza, Algo or Algorand versus USDT, Telos Corporation, and Ethereum. Hello, peeps. How is everybody doing? Let's kick off with the weekly chart at Bitcoin. Another small green candle. Nothing much happened the last few days. Kind of a boring range. I'll change to the daily. As you can see, we have a loss of the range here. We pick up some liquidity, try to bounce, and yeah, I will make last week's plan visible. For the third week in a row, nothing much happened, and therefore the plans as drawn in will still remain the same. So either we reject and test lower, reject at, let's say, around 27,800, test lower or between 24 and 25k, or we reject at 28,800 and test lower between 24 and 25k. If we lose support of 24,800, then next test will be around 22,600. And if we manage to break the last high, then a pullback between 27,800 or 27,200. That is very nice for the next target around 32k. So plans for Bitcoin remains the same. Where will Bitcoin go? This is the plan for the coming days, and from Bitcoin I will change to ICX, starting at the weekly chart. Weekly construction, a low, on high, on higher low, on higher high, and now trying to hold another higher low. So I will start draw some levels. Okay, from the weekly to the daily. Currently testing the aggressive entry. Yeah, I'll show you here that it's already tested once and now a second time. At the daily, this was a rejection of this area. Okay, I'll make a plan for the coming days. So if we manage to hold support here at the 24 cent, either we will reject at 26.5 and test lower, let's say around 20 cent, try to bounce from there. If we manage to break and gain the 26 cent with probably a rejection at 29 cent, then a new entry around 26 cent and try to break the 35 cent. If this happens, then the downwards momentum will change into an upwards momentum. Okay, this is a continuation. And if we not succeed to bounce from here right now, then a test at 20 cent will be likely and try to bounce from there. So this is the defensive play, 20 cent. Okay, that's the plan for Icon USDT the coming days. And from Icon, I will go to Domino's Pizza, starting at the monthly chart. Okay, currently downwards. What do we see? Big impulse. Smaller impulse. So the momentum is weakening. Let's see if we can spot a reversal somewhere or an interesting point for a reversal. I see a lot of volume in the area here between 300 and 247. Okay, from the monthly, I will change to the weekly. It tried to hold the top range of this area here. We have a rejection. Second test, I'm not a fan of second test, so probably we'll test lower. Okay, let me change to the daily. No. Okay, momentum still downwards. Let me make a plan for the coming days. So either a test between 247 and 260, and try to reclaim the current range. And if we not succeed to hold support at 247, then the next test will be around 211. But I recommend you guys to play this in price. Wait for a confirmation at the lower time frame. So construction change. You can enter either here on the first test or here on the second test with a second confirmation, low and high, higher low, higher high, entry. This is just an example how we can play this. Okay, and from Domino's Pizza I will change to Algorand versus USDT, starting at the weekly chart. Currently at the all-time lows. From the weekly I will change to the daily. Okay, it did try to hold the all-time low for now. We had the drop off of 16 cents over here, which brought us all the way to 14.7 cents. Okay. So I will make a plan for Algorand versus USDT. So if we manage to hold support, break the last drop off, gain it, say test around 19 cents, then a pullback around 16 cents, trying to aim higher. If we reject the last drop off of 16 cents, then things are not looking good. Then we will probably lose the last support also of 14 cents with a free fall. Who knows where? Because there's no next support level. So you need to wait on the low time frame confirmation for the play. And let's wait until the momentum changes from downwards into an upwards. Okay, and from Algorand versus USDT, I will change to Telos Corporation, starting at the weekly. Currently also at the all-time lows. We managed to hold support around $1.62. Let's see, 174. Currently heading the lower part of the previous range. The range between $3.73 and $5.24. I'll change to the daily. Okay, I'll make a plan for the coming days. If we reject the lower part of the range, the $3.73, then we will probably go back to the start of the impulse around $1.74. And if the support of 174 doesn't hold, then we will create new all-time lows and need to wait for the confirmation of the construction changing from the downwards into an upwards. If it managed to break and also gain at least the $3.73 or $4.48, then either aggressive entry at $3.73 and trying to break the $5.24, or let's say if the gain is not so clear, then an entry around $2.55 and try to break the $4.48. So 4 different scenarios. We do want to hold this low of $2.55 to maintain the locally upwards momentum. Okay, and from Telos Corporation, I will change to Ethereum, starting at the weekly chart. Also, same as Bitcoin, nothing much happened for the 3rd week in row, or even more. But it did hold support so far. Now changing into the daily, and I will make last week's plan visible. Still ranging here in the same area as last week. So also the plan for Ethereum remains the same. Either reject at 1891 and we will test the 1668. This one also still in play. If we lose the 1668, then the next test will be around 1590. And if we manage to break the last high, gain it, then a retest around 1844 will be likely, and test the 2142. Okay, that was it for this week. Thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Join Team Naked Trader, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button. See you guys in the next video and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.